We'll see what happens after 18. It could be going to Petco. It could be staying at Qualcomm. Our hope is that we can open a new stadium in Mission Valley, by September of 2020 that we're playing in.
How do you open a stadium in Qualcomm if you're not already working with an investor?
Well, one, we've publicly said we can build a stadium right now. San Diego State University can build a stadium. We can finance approximately $150 million stadium. We think we can build a $150 million stadium, 30 to 35,000 seats. We just need the property.
This idea of an annex campus, it seems to be a pretty strong driving and a consistent point that the university has talked about publicly. Explain to me what that is and what you see that being.
I feel like I have a little bit of a unique perspective having spent the last 17 months at Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech had something similar where 20 plus years ago they're bordered on one side of campus by the 75-85 interstate. Well, they jumped across the interstate, started buying up property, built an overpass over the interstate, and now they have what's called Technology Square. Their business school is located there. They have a lot of mixed-use retail. They have a hotel convention center, and they have a lot of commercial space that is leased to Fortune 500 companies that come in and do research and development.
Kind of an annex, an ancillary campus for San Diego State that has this technology park, maybe something like UCSD Connect, an incubator, a tie-in with a local life sciences industry, perhaps. Is that what we're
Yeah, I mean, along
about?
those lines, I mean, you look at our Zahn Center, that's something that could move down there and flourish, and whatever, as we look to research an EIS building where, that's a lot of, lab space and things like that where people can come in and, do R&D and, whatever it might be. It's not something that, we're ready to jump into in the next 5 years. It's further down the road. It's 20, 30, 40 years. But initially, we can go down there and build out space that's thoughtful for what we would need and rent that space and be generating revenue back to the university to help the university as a going concern. And then as we need the space, take it back over time.
What do you think is your strongest selling point to the people in San Diego?
I mean, so many of our graduates are here in San Diego. I mean, we are an economic driver. We drive tax base. We drive innovation. We are San Diego. So I would think there's great pride in San Diego, and seeing, an economic driver like San Diego State University grow and flourish in the city to become that top 50 research institution that we want to become is what people would want to see, so that their children and their children's children have an opportunity to attend the great San Diego State University and get a degree.
Is the split final, or is there a chance that you may find some common ground in the future?
Again, we've talked for almost 2 years, and we've outlined what our needs are in Mission Valley for both the stadium standpoint and the university. And quite frankly, it's time to move on. It's time, we're running out of time before what potentially could be a November, the initiative being on a special in November. The City Council still hasn't said that there's going to be a special in November. They actually have to act on that. So we decided it was time to move forward, and we're looking for an RFP process that the City Council and the Mayor's office could lead and have an open and collaborative process in developing Mission Valley.
John David Wicker, San Diego State University Athletic Director, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.